Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I need it.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Who is you? To make me believe otherwise. You couldn't stop what God create. A greatness running on my blood. Hello?
Oh, what is your favorite position? In front of ATM. First in the lane of the bank. Money, don't ask stupid question. Now, goodbye.
Let me just give a special shout out to the friends that uplift their fucking friends. Like, the friends that are not jealous. Shout out to y'all. The friends that do not let they...
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Gotta check the mic to make sure the sound is coming through, because this might be trying to play me and I don't be wanting to play with it. Good afternoon, people. Kai Storm in the building. Because if you've seen my reviews before, you've seen that, the sound changes because the mic be wanting to turn her off. But then at the same time, I also got to remember that I need to charge the mic fully. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of technical difficulties and a little bit of I ain't paying attention. You feel me? So. But no. Let's good afternoon again. Thank you for joining my channel. I am 98 subscribers to 1K. So yes, let's get it on. Let's get it popping. And shout out to my channel sponsor, EENY Eyewear. Shout out to my book, That One Voice Revised Edition. If you are following me on all social media, I started to read snippets. I posted 2 snippets of my book on my TikTok that I read. Okay, start again. I read two snippets of my book on TikTok, and I posted it on my TikTok page. So if you're following me on all social media, including TikTok, definitely go check those out and get yourself an autographed copy of That One Voice Revised Edition. The book information will be in the description. And as you know, I might not be here when you call, but I'm always on time when it comes to my reviews. Real Housewives of Potomac, we in the building, and somebody's funny ass decided to call it Lease is up, Giddy up. And baby, the comedy on that is real, because if I remember from last week, Angel getting ready to talk about that she got to move out of her house, but at the same time, the word on the street is that she got evicted. And who is bringing the word on the street? The same person that is scamming with 40 credit cards. No, we all caught up, ain't we? We caught up. Okay, so how's the description going? Tia treats the ladies to a proper day of popo. Wait, what did I just... Lord, the clouds ain't even clouding. I'm reading it wrong because I don't like reading out loud. Okay, Tia treats the ladies to a proper day of polo. A proper day of polo. Angel is blindsided by a sudden change to her move-in plans. Yeah, she getting put out. Eviction is real. Eviction is swift. I'm just saying. Giselle and Wendy organize a Potomac and Ponies theme day, but the gossip about one rumor reaches a boiling point. I guess they talking about Angel and her getting put out. But at the same time, I still find it funny that it was Wendy who brought the news to the people. Like, Wendy scamming 40 credit cards. Wendy, hold on, gal. What? So we start the episode with a proper game of polo. Yes, Miss Tia is having a polo event, and she has invited the ladies, everyone except Stacy. And Jazzy over here talking about, I don't understand why y'all don't like Stacy. That's my girl. I'm gonna need proof that she a liar. Have you been watching the show? Have you been involved in the conversations? Your girl is a liar. And if you are co-signing she, that means that you are a liar too. Yeah, man. Um, I'm trying to find the words. Give me a second. I'm trying to find the words because apparently Tia has asked the ladies. Well, Tia has asked Angel, because Angel's supposed to be some kind of opera trained singer, me no know all that go. And asked her to sing the national anthem. Now, whether they sing the regular America KKK national anthem or they sing, the black national anthem, lift every voice and sing, I'm still confused as to why we sing it. What is this singing for? Why is we performing? And then never mind the fact that they said that these white people that they met up with on this polo ground, they ain't never seen black folk. Where? They live in Potomac and they ain't never seen black folk? And y'all about to perform for them? What? Okay, I'm a just step away because clearly this is where I push away from the table. Now, I'm not sure if I explained the previous scene before, but yeah, this whole singing shit, I didn't understand it. What was the purpose of that? And but I want to go back because Jazzy pulled Ashley to the side to follow up the conversation about Stacy, and it's like, what part of Stacy's a liar are you not seeing? How come you not seeing what everybody else is seeing? And then she talking about, oh, well, I can't believe that Stacy said she wasn't coming to your wedding. Nah, if people said it, it's because that's what she said. And is she going to admit that shit to you in front of your face? Absolutely not. She's not. She's never admitted. She just get caught up in lies, but she never admits to being a liar. So, but yeah. But as far as Tia and this proper polo event, I'm still confused as to why. First of all, I was confused by the singing. Never mind the fact that as the players is out there playing, the horses is making holes in the grass. Apparently, when the horses take breaks, people got to go out there and stomp out the holes, and stomp back in the holes amongst all the horse shit. And it's like, Wendy was the first one who was like, "Girl, I got on an all white outfit. I'm screaming nothing but opulence, and you want me to go stomp holes?" Wendy, the credit card scammer, said this. Yes, Wendy, the credit card scammer. Shit, I ain't never gonna forget that shit. Meanwhile, when ladies sit down, they discuss Angel, getting to know everybody and everybody getting to know her, and her wanting to be more part of the group, and with her, including herself in the group. And her take on it is, these ladies want me to come with my begging cup in my hand and talking about, please talk to me. And I don't function like that. And I feel her on that, because the fuck? I have been to many events in my life with people where I'm supposed to just, go along and get along and try to be involved in conversations to be included. And I'll be the main one standing on the side like, bitch, if you ain't walking up to me, I'm going to mind my business and stand right here and observe. Because I may not look friend. Who? Me not look a friend. You know what I mean? I said, me not beg no friend, me not look friend, me not chase friend. So I feel her on that. I definitely feel her. But then they shoot to a scene where it's 18 hours later and she packing her shit. Her and husband packing her shit. Why y'all packing? Why y'all packing in such a haste, niggas? Because you know when I come on with the side eye, you already know what's going on, right? Now, we at Angel's house. Angel is packing. And Tia and Kierna come over, and she's explaining to Tia and Kierna that they get ready to pack up and go back to Colorado. They confused as hell because they like, what you mean? And the explanation she gives them is that apparently the house is double booked. That apparently she got uh, a notification or an email saying that somebody else is booked to be in that house at a certain time. But then she mentioned something about that she got a notification from the landlord saying that that they're not supposed to be there. Well, again, it all sounds like it's all in the same thing, but it's confusing to me because I'm like, if you rented a house for a certain amount of time, don't you remember remember when the lease end, or doesn't the landlord remind you before the lease end, or what? And then why would and then if it was a rental, like, because it sounds like an Airbnb. If for somebody else to book it, it sounds like it's an Airbnb. It don't sound like it's a rental. Because if there was a lease involved, there would be a lease renewal before somebody else got booked in it, and therefore, you would have got notification like this. This just sound crazy, and so Tia and Kurna is helping her pack a little bit, and they bounce. Then Tia's in the car talking to Giselle because Giselle is inviting her to some Potomac party. And in the midst of the, invitation, Tia tells Giselle that, yeah, Angel packing her shit to go back to Colorado right now. And then here comes Giselle asking her, well, did she just rent the house just to be on the show? That makes sense. It makes sense that she rented the house to be on the show. But then again, if you rented the house to be on the show, how long was your lease? How come you ain't know nothing about this? You know what I'm saying? And then Stacy, and then of course Giselle says, well, why is she moving out? Is it because she don't like us like that? But then again, now that part right there seemed to me like more of a, plot line continuance. And then Tia at the same time mad that she even said something to Giselle. But then again, could she not say something to Giselle? Hello, you part of the show. This is all part of the show. Anyway, let's go see how this conversation continues. Child, leave it to Giselle to get the tea on Angel business. So apparently she rented the house for the show. That's what Giselle brought to the table, that she rented the house for the show and she figured she would be finished filming by now. And because we not finished filming, and because you didn't tell the landlord what you needed and how much time you needed, the landlord said, hey, gal, guan. So that's what had happened. Uh-huh. Child, Wendy on this TV talking about collecting invoices and invoices over 100K for house renovation and is she staying on budget? And who funding this budget, Wendy? Them 40 credit cards funding this budget? Again, full disclosure: Wendy and Eddie is at some kind of event, when there is some kind of gym with their daughter, and they talking about house renovation, and her conversation with her dad, and what I mean, and this and that, and family, and let's talk together and talk about the da 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 and cha cha cha. Again, I just keep looking at Wendy and keep seeing the insurance fraud and the 40 credit cards. I can't help it. But what's gonna be funny, I feel like I'm already cracking the fuck up over it, because Wendy, because apparently at this Potomac party that because it's not a Giselle event, it's a Giselle and Wendy event. So we're based on the last season when they went to Panama on the 4th, they was like, okay, let's do something for the 4th. So they doing this Potomac party. And apparently Stacy's gonna come to the party with her daughter and Timu. And child, the way Wendy said, wait a minute, Stacy bringing her husband. Hold up, that's Timu? That's Timu for real? Child, Timu coming. Now see, look here, Stacy. All right. So Stacy and Karen are sitting down to have lunch because apparently Stacy decided that she's being inspired by Michelle Obama. She's gonna, when others go low, she's gonna go high. And she ate one of her little fuckery gummies, and she's meeting Karen and asking her what you want to eat. And Karen tell her, yo, I'm cool as long as it don't got cheese in it. And then this bitch proceeds to order an appetizer with cheese on it. And so Karen looking at her like, girl, let me make sure and tell this waitress my food needs to not come with cheese in it, because this bitch not listening. And then here comes Stacy talking about, oh, we've been friends all this time, and I didn't know you didn't eat cheese. Karen looking at her like, bitch, we've been friends? The fuck are you? Oh, girl. Then Kieran and Stacy proceed to have, some sort of reach some sort of amicable agreement about just going forward and being amicable. And I'm just like, fuck out of here. This conversation could have been left on a chopper floor. Okay, so we got some stuff to discuss. First of all, Giselle, Ashley, and Wendy got together. They having lunch, and they talking about all the things going on. First thing, they get an invite from Angel to come out to Colorado and hang out in Colorado and get to know her at her house, since she got to go back to Colorado. Then, oh no, oh wait, yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. Then they bring up the Potomac party that they having, and how everybody's gonna be bringing stuff as far as food for the potluck, and Stacy apparently is supposed to be bringing a potato salad. Everybody in the house was like, no ma'am, because her potato salad is going to have raisins in it, and we damn sure don't want to eat that. So, yeah, no on the potato salad. We already know where it came from. We already know who not eating it. Then they go back to Angel and talk about how Angel got put out of her house. And then Wendy then drops some tea about how she has a realtor friend who possibly Angel went up to and was trying to, talk to her about how she wanted a house. She wanted a house that looked like she spent $50,000 a month on it, but all she really want to spend is about $2,000 or $3,000, and she want to come off looking like big, but she ain't really got it like that. And then Ashley gonna jump in and say, "Is this bitch broke?" And then Giselle made up some shit talking about, oh, her husband don't like the guys, her husband don't like Eddie, and Wendy started laughing like, nigga, what? And then she had to jump up and say, nah, I'm only playing. I just made that up. I'm only playing. I just made that up. Girl. So yeah, it's gonna be a whole cowboy theme thing, because we're gonna go from this party, this Potomac party, to apparently to Colorado, to Angel's house, because Angel got to go back home. Child. So we had Giselle's party and whatnot, and first funny shit I gotta laugh at is Wendy bringing a Popeye's chicken. Wendy said, first and foremost, I'm not cooking, and second of all, what are these 40 credit cards gonna work at the Popeyes to buy a couple buckets of chicken? Like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? Bitch, what? Now, why is Sharice here though? Like, Sharice is here. And oh yeah, Ashley brought catfish. Ashley thought it was only appropriate, since Angel be catfishing, to bring a whole bucket of catfish. Child. The ladies just gathered. They had the Potomac party, they gathered. And they called Angel to find out where she at. And Kierna calls her and puts her on speaker, and she's like, yeah, girl, where you at? And then she's like, far. And then it's like, how far? And it's like, far. And then it's like, well, how long is it going to take you to get here? And you hear her husband pipe up and say, hey, we'll get there when we get there. That rubbed everybody the wrong way. Everybody was tight. Like, what the fuck going on? What the fuck going on? And they amongst try to discuss it over themselves, like, like, what's going on here? Why you had to do all that? But then Tia reminds them, like, remember, they stressed out. They just moved out their house. You feel me? So they kind of stressed out. You feel me? And then of course Kiana tried to defend it, like, chill out. She'll be here in a minute. And baby, baby. But then here come, Stacy Potato Salad and husband Timu. You know what I'm saying? Here comes Stacy Potato Salad and husband Timu to change the whole situation. Now here she go. Here this dirty junker gal go lying again, talking about, I'm going to be completely honest, as I always am. No, bitch, you be lying and you get caught in lies. Getting ready to say that the reason why Timu is coming to this party is because of her relationship with Wendy. But yet you introduced Timu to Tia first because you felt Tia was the safe one. Remember you said that? Nah, because you expect people to forget shit, and I have no time for that. You know what I mean? I say, even when the clothes get clothed, me can't forget say use a dirty little liar. Yeah. Meanwhile, this is the first time that Timu is, and the child, what's her name, Arabella, is meeting Wendy, the one that you says is the only one matters. Child, the fakery is real. Never mind. Giselle said that, did I picture that Timu would look like this? She said yes. Anybody named Timu would look just like this. Yeah, man, I agree. Everything was moving so fast, I forgot to stop and make a comment. Yo, so they at the party. Practically everybody is there, all except Angel and her husband. And I thought they had 2 kids. So I don't know. Am I tripping? Do they have 2 kids or 1 kid? Either way, because they showed up with 1 kid. So I didn't get that. But anyway, they giving out awards, they giving out shout outs to whoever made the food. So first it was Giselle on desserts, and then and then I guess Wendy brought the chicken, and then Jazzy brought mac and cheese, and oh no, nobody touched the potato salad. And the guy, and the guy Stacey Aguirre likes her. She's a world renowned cook because she made potato salad. I didn't know potato salad was such a specialty. No, I didn't know that it was such a specialty that when you make it, you all of a sudden become a world renowned chef. No, no, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm saying I wasn't aware. And then by this time, Angel and her husband show up, and they in the building, and they give out give a shout out to Ashley because she bought catfish, and of course that made Angel mad, real mad. You know what I'm saying? But oh man, and Angel started talking about this, that, and the other, and it's like, girl, but I don't know. I don't know. Why you talking big money talk again? You and Wendy got me cracking up because both of y'all looking like frauds on this screen. I be for real. And they end the episode with Angel lying in everybody's face about her current living situation, is what I'm gonna call it. Because first of all, she sat there and said that she was going, go back to Colorado. That her lease expires. She's gonna go back to Colorado, and she's gonna be going back and forth. And then they press her and ask her, yo, so when did you rent? July 1st or the 12th? And she come out and say, I don't know, I don't remember. And of course, everybody looking at her like, no, remember? Nah, man, something not right. Something not right here. And then here come Miss Insurance Fraud Wendy 40 credit cards over here saying, the people say you got evicted. I ain't about to dance around the subject. The people say you got evicted. So they, of course, they cut off. They give her a chance to answer back, and they shoot to next week, and they show scenes with Tia is talking to some woman about some family issues, and then there's a scene where Wendy and her mama going completely the fuck off. And I'm looking forward to being there and reviewing it. And I hope to have more subscribers. The manifestation is to get 1K subscribers before the end of 2025. To walk in to 2026 with 1K subscribers, 1K plus subscribers. Help, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Yes, indeed. So that is it for today. That is it for now. See me next time. I have an unpopular opinion. Of course, like and subscribe. Keep it cute in the comments. I do block and report. And yeah, check out my channel sponsor. And yeah, that be it. I'll be back soon, and you'll be here next time. Later.